Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Saturday morning the 12th of October. So in this video I'm going to talk about the Leilani Simon trial. It is all systems go for opening statements to begin on Monday morning at 9 AM Eastern. Almost 2 years ago to the day, 5th of October 2022, Leilani Simon, in the early hours of the 4th into the 5th of October, it is alleged, murdered her 20-month-old son, Quinton Simon, and she discarded his body in a dumpster at a nearby trailer park. What then ensued was a frantic search of a landfill that took weeks. FBI and local law enforcement diligently combed through mountains of debris and found some remains of Quinton's body. A mammoth task, but they did it. Leilani was arrested for murder and she's been in jail ever since. So it's all systems go. So we're going to talk about the motions hearing that happened on Thursday and what the judge ruled. But first, let's hear what happened at jury selection.
Well, Mike, Dawn, good evening. Jurors for Leilani Simon's murder trial were seated here at the Chatham County Courthouse just a little over an hour ago. Prosecutors and defense attorneys whittled down a pool of nearly 100 potential jurors to just 12, plus 4 alternates. We know the main panel of jurors consists of 5 women and 7 men. Some of the jurors did disclose their job experience during questioning. One juror most notably mentioned they worked for Waste Management, which is the company that runs the landfill where Leilani Simon's toddler Quinton's remains were found. Another said they had experience in education teaching young children. Many jurors during questioning said they had watched news coverage of this high-profile case. That's something that lawyers on both sides had to work to overcome. They ultimately were trying to sniff out and determine what, if any, opinions each potential juror had and whether they could render a verdict based on the evidence presented during trial. Now, today's jury selections ends a multi-day process that involved several rounds of questioning for some jurors. These jurors are now tasked with deciding Leilani Simon's fate nearly 2 years since she was charged in the death of her toddler Quinton. Opening statements are expected to get underway in this closely watched trial. That's Monday morning at 9 a.m. Reporting live in Savannah, Flynn Snyder, WTOC News.
Now, WTOC will carry that trial live on WTOC Plus with the opening statements expected to start on Monday. Plus, we will continue to bring you everything that happened in the courtroom throughout the next few weeks as this trial goes on.
Well, here's a quandary that I have, because Sarah Boone's trial is also expected to start on Monday. Well, they've got to resume jury selection because that was put on hold because of Hurricane Milton. So once Sarah Boone's trial is underway, which I have promised to stream, we've also got Leilani Simon, which is now going to be streamed live. Originally, Judge Tammy Stokes said she didn't want the trial live streamed, but it appears that there has been a change. And now we've got Sarah Boone that I want to live stream, and also Leilani's case. I think I may have a solution. So I'm going to be live later on for a members-only chat to talk about it. It might be an insane thing that I'm contemplating, but let's talk about it later, so look out for that. Members-only chat. So what that means is only members can chat. However, while it's live, anybody can watch the live stream. You don't have to be a member to watch the live stream while it's live. But the replay will only be available to members. All right, so let's talk about the motions hearing that happened on Thursday. So I made a short video about that, but we now have the results of that. We now have what the judge has ruled. So here we've got Chatham County Judge Tammy Stokes rules babysitter's testimony admissible in Leilani Simon's trial. The defence was saying they didn't want the babysitter's, it was actually the babysitter's daughter, to give evidence. At a motions hearing on Thursday, Chatham County Superior Court Judge Tammy Stokes ruled to admit 7 exhibits during the upcoming trial in the state of Georgia versus Leilani Marie Simon, while ruling to disallow 3 exhibits, according to court proceedings attended by the Savannah Morning News. The hearing was the latest development in the murder case against Simon, who was indicted by a Chatham County grand jury, indicted in December 2022 for the murder of her son, 20-month-old Quinton Simon. Quinton's remains were found, as we know, in a county landfill on November 18th. Nearly 6 weeks of searching by a multi-agency team of investigators. Leilani Simon first reported her son missing on October 5th, 2022. So she's been charged with 19 felony charges, including 1 count of malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, 1 count of concealing the death of another, 1 count of falsely reporting a crime, and 14 counts of making false statements during the course of a police investigation. So what did the judge rule here? One of the exhibits that Stokes ruled inadmissible includes Leilani Simon drinking tequila shots at a popular Tybee Island bar, Stingray Seafood, about 2 weeks after she first reported Quinton missing, something Leilani denied when questioned by police investigators. Stokes also ruled inadmissible a video of Leilani talking about her relationship with an ex-boyfriend. So the jury will not see or hear about those things. Stokes also ruled not to admit a dispossessory notice filed by Leilani Simon's mother, Billie Jo Howell, with the Chatham County Magistrates Court in early September 2022 to evict Leilani and her then boyfriend, Daniel Youngkin, from the home on Buckhalter Road. In her ruling, Stokes said she didn't find the evidence to be intrinsic. And I don't know about that one. I think the drinking tequila, I'm glad the judges ruled that that is not admissible, although I think that's going to anger some people. But you've got to think what's directly related to the murder of Quinton. So I'm not sure about this, not including this. But anyway, that's what Judge Tammy Stokes has ruled. Stokes also, however, ruled to include 2 testimonies of individuals close to Leilani Simon when Quinton went missing, including a former neighbour who believes Leilani Simon committed the murder and another former neighbour who occasionally babysat Quinton. The 2 witnesses were cross-examined by Leilani's defence attorney Martin Hilliard and directly examined by Assistant US Attorney and Special Chatham ADA Tim Dean. The 2 witnesses testified that they saw Leilani threaten Quinton and at times abuse him. So absolutely very relevant. So the judge was right here, in my opinion. In one instance, the witness who babysat testified that Leilani Simon pushed Quinton into a pool and at another time onto the pavement. The other witness testified that she sent a witness tape to police investigators about the case. Dean argued during the hearing that the exhibit showed Simon's motive and her state of mind, and therefore was relevant to the case. Hilliard, meanwhile, argued that the exhibits Dean sought to admit didn't prove the counts in the indictment, calling Dean's attempts a Hail Mary pass. So, we know jury's been seated and it's all systems go to begin opening statements on Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget that live stream later. I'll put the scheduler up soon. Bye for now. I'll see you soon. Good boy, Noodle. Noodle sit. Noodle. Noodle. Good boy.